Mm, mm, mm. Wow, wow, wow. How are you, everyone? I give praise to God for you. How's been your day? How's been everything you've done today? I want to play a tape for you. Maybe it will bless you. I was listening to Apostle Selman about what he said about us, and I just feel I should play it for some of us, and maybe that will inspire me to say one or two things for you. Then we'll see how God takes us from there. I'll be right back.
Just like Pastor, he was in a situation in his life and business that he was down. Everything had gone down. And the only property that he had, God gave him an instruction that he should get up, come to Zaria, and sow that property. He's a gentleman who is from a church called Koza in Abuja, Commonwealth of Zion. And he carried that property and came and joined the line after service, and I saw him and I said, "Why are you here?" And he said, "Sir, I'm dying my whole life." And I looked at him and smiled. May you have what it takes to turn people's weeping into joy. Because there are things in this kingdom that is not solved by counseling. You can know that as this person is standing before you, his life is about to change. And then I prayed for him like I did your pastor. And I said, "Go." I told him, "Be ready for a wonder." And he went. And in less than 2 months, I can't remember where we were going to again. And then we're in the same airplane. When we came down, the gentleman just ran to me and said, "Sir, I can't believe this." I said, "What is wrong?" He said, "From the time that I sowed that seed to you, I've had 9 properties and we're suddenly developing an estate." Something at that time. I looked at the guy. I said, "Wow." I felt like laying hands on my own self. Are we together now? Yes. And then the guy said, "Sir, I have another property to give you." He said, "If this thing works, if giving you properties is making this thing work, I'd rather do it." We were in Lagos a few weeks ago, and then he came with his team to my hotel room, and then he said, "Sir, I saw a document, a whole document, prepared, a legal document, and said we have started the phase of another estate that we're building. And we covenanted with God that all our estates in this nation and around the world, we must build a house for you in it. And so this is the land for the other property. Just all you need to do is just sign. It's been prepared, everything." And I just signed it. And I looked at them. Because they were in Lagos for another contract. You are the mighty God. Hey, let's all be true. You are the glorious Alabara. You are the mighty God. Hey, let's all be true. Listen now.
Wow. So, that's
gentleman.
That's it. That's what I want to talk to you about. You know, every time I hear Apostles' testimony about us, I just have mixed feelings. I don't even know what to do. Because just like you, I had a tape, and that was just 2 years ago, the year before last year. And I just did what I gotta do. I'm that kind of person. I follow my heart. When God talks to me, I don't think it's devil talking to me like some of you think. It is when you hear God talking to you about giving, that's when you start thinking, "Oh, maybe that's just my mind. Maybe that's just my mind talking to me." No, I don't do like that. Apostle Selman told me, he said, this young man, there's a spirit that makes you obey giving. He said it's not ordinary. He said it's not ordinary. For me, I just feel it's ordinary. Why will a whole God talk to a mortal man? and men will not listen. Why? I can't figure it out. Why will God talk to a man and man will not listen? Why? Does God look like he wants anything from you? No. God wants nothing from humans. God needs nothing, actually. But before he can commit those your prayer requests into your hands, you have to prove to him that you are not here for things. God does not want people who collect things from him like ATM and they walk away. Have you ever appreciated the ATM you withdraw money from? No. We just collect and we walk away. That's what people do to God, and God is sick and tired of being sick and tired. Until you can prove to him, like ATM, when it's like withdrawing 10K and putting 1K back inside the ATM. No human being does it. No human on earth. So that's what people are beginning to turn God to. They want things from God. They never want to give things to God. But someone is saying, how do I give God things? How do I give God things? He's invisible. Remember that place in the Bible where someone gave something, and God, when it was time for a reward, God said, since you have given to one of my servants, and these ones, you have given it unto me. There are oracles of God on earth. You want it, you want to hear or you don't want to hear. It is true. It's never going to change that fact. God is represented in human form on earth. God is on earth. How will God create an earth that he will not step on? Yes, he's a spirit. He's not permitted to step on this platform of mortality, but that's why he made us in his own image. He made us as cars he's going to enter to drive on earth. So you try to imagine a God that is not permitted to step on earth, but created cars to enter them and drive to anywhere he wants. That's God. Yes, God lives in everyone, but there are special oracles of God on earth. You can't joke around. You can't mess around and think everything is about prayers. Pray for me, pray for me, pray for me, pray for me. He never crossed your own heart. Man of God. Take this thing. This is the last I have, but have it. We are not looking for anything, no. We are not looking for everything. In one day we bought 2 cars. We are not looking for anything. Because I would look at me well. I'm never going to teach you a principle that have never worked for me. I have prayed all my life. It did not work. So I'm not going to teach you. Prayer is the key. I don't know who is teaching you that one. Maybe you keep trying again for another 10 years and come back to me, submit your report. We'll sit down and weigh the outcome. Prayer is cool. It's a kingdom key. Yes, it's very cool. But you can't sit with prayer alone. What you are doing by so doing is like sending a message. No, sending your stamp. Sending a postal stamp alone to an address. It makes no sense. On what are you putting the stamp? You have to put it on a parcel or a good or something. That is when it will be delivered. Angels cannot deliver your prayers. Let me say it quietly so that prayer warriors will not attack me. Angels will not deliver your prayer if you have not put it on a particular parcel. Prayer is like a stamp. You don't put it on no parcel, it will not go. It will not go. It won't go. I have sat with giants and successful people. Trust me. I still met one last week. He's my friend. We finished from the same class some years ago. He's the number 3 person in Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble, they are the one that, I think they are the one that makes Huggies. Please don't quote me. He's the regional supervisor of the whole of Africa. He has 27 countries under him. As I speak to you, I've had a chat with him today. He's in Tanzania. This guy is a crazy giver. Crazy giver. He messaged me. He was like, he saw how I gave out 2 cars in one day, and he was sharing his testimony how he gave 12 cars in a year. 12. Crazy things, guys. I have come to the conclusion. I've been doing that private research for a long while, But now I've reached the conclusion. If you are not a giver, just forget it. Just forget. There's no point. Please don't pray again. Put my name there. I said it. Don't pray again. Don't bother. If you are not a giver, don't bother. You are getting nothing from God. Trust me. Trust me. I used to say it jokingly. If it was by prayer alone, if breakthrough was by prayer alone, by now everybody in MFM should have broken through. Everybody should have had money. Plenty money. They should have rest of money. But some people die in that prayer. Watch closely what your mentors do. They may not know, they may not want to tell you everything, not because they don't know it, but excuse me, they don't want you to see them in a particular light, like, they will think I'm doing fundraising. Let me just teach them the one they want to hear is prayer. Oh yeah, go, oh yeah, come away, Lord, just all those things are noise. I'm sorry, they're noise. They're noise. That's the way God structured this earth. If you don't follow those principles, you'll just be walking in a Gulliver's travel. You'll return to the same spot. Giving is the only proof. That you love God. Anybody can say anything. You can say, anything you like, say. But the only proof that you love God, you deeply love God, is giving. He's giving. He's sowing. I got into serious trouble last year. I don't want to talk about it. Serious trouble. Like serious trouble. You know when you are trusting God for a miracle, and instead of going up, you went 4 million naira down. Like down. You went minus 4 million. At that point, it can only be God that will take a man out. It can only be God. So I was selling all my things one by one. I was just selling things. I had industrial sewing machines. It remains just one in my house now. Sold everything. I shut down my business. I sold the only car we had, and on like that. Food care, we could barely eat. Those were the reasons I don't have transport fare. But I kept going to my real estate boss, to learn where I was learning. So when I got to the peak of it, I had taken someone to that land I gave Apostle that I played for you the other day. I had taken someone there, and they were going to pay. And that money I was just going to use it to cover up for the debt. It's not like I meant it for another thing. I was just going to use it to cover up for debt. And God spoke to me. So that man you'll be listening to, this only land, carry it, go and give him. The how you will know it's God talking to you is what he says does not make sense. So when you are in a deep sheet, in a deep blue sea, and you are hearing voices that doesn't make sense, please suspect it's God. Suspect it's God. God called Abraham his friend. Guys. He was doing fake friendship with Abraham. Quote me. Fake friendship. How? God loves Abraham like he loves everyone, but he does not trust anyone. As many as we are on earth, 7.8 billion people, God does not trust any human until we are able to prove it. We can prove that we love God back. Since they've been friends, 90 whole years. It took Abraham 90 years to get that his only son. He had Ishmael before Isaac. Yeah. God told him, give me your only son. He now mentioned him, Isaac. Because if God had said, give me your son, happily Abraham would go and slaughter. In short, he will first slap Ishmael before he slaughter him. But God said it's Isaac I want. I don't want Ishmael. I want Isaac. Abraham did not argue at all. He just took Isaac to the mountain. The guy was asking, bro, Father, we are going to the mountain. The wood is here, the firewood is here, the matches is here, I can't see the sheep, I can't see the sacrifice. Abraham said, God will provide. How can you know you are going to kill your own child? And you are going there. What did he tell his wife? Where did he say they were going? Where did he say they were going? He loved God that much. And as he was about to stab that boy, it was just a few inches away. God said, stop. He said, stop. He knew if he left Abraham to do it, Abraham would kill that boy. And God said, now I know. That word never leaves me. Now I know. I'm going to preach a message on it. Now I know. Now I know that you love me. And my simple question is, they've been friends for 90 years. On the 91st year, why will God be... No, it can't even be 91st, because he gave birth to Isaac at 90, and Isaac was not 1 year old when he sacrificed him. Isaac was probably maybe a teenager then. So after 112 or 115 years, why is God now saying, now I know that you love me? So it means for 120 years, God and Abraham have been doing fake friendship, till Abraham was able to prove it to God that, no, I love you. Now I know that you love me. Until you get God to that point of, now I know, He will never give you anything. Write it down. No, write it down. It's okay. You will live an average life. You will have bread and butter. You will eat. You will be cool. You will be fine. But there's a dimension of blessing that God will never expose you to, if you don't get to the level of, now I know. To the level of, now I know. It's very easy to sing, Abraham's blessings are mine. Why are you claiming Abraham's blessing and you can't do what Abraham did? You are a thief. You are a robber. You are not fit to claim Abraham's blessing if you've not replicated his own personal reality. Seriously. It's not the same it's not the same thing people do on our wall. You see testimony, you are saying you claim it. People did stuff. They did things to get what they got, and you're here, you say you want to tap. You are typing to it, I connect. Connect what? Hell no. What are you connecting? Yeah, it's very funny, but it's ridiculous. Very ridiculous. Angels laugh at us a lot. I've seen heaven in a glimpse, and I see how they treat you humans. Some of them just go to the corner and laugh. And God will go like, is that worship that I sent you to do? It's very funny. They look very comic, but then it's just true. Somebody did stuff, they got a result. You are saying you tap, you connect. You must be joking. You have to be kidding me. You have to be kidding me. Even if you want to connect wire in your house when you just moved in, if you want to connect electricity, you will buy wire. You will climb the pole. Or if you can't climb the pole, you will pay for NEPA that will climb the pole. I'm saying you tap inside your house. Don't ever type that thing on my wall again. I know Chinelo. I will send Chinelo to you. You come and embarrass you, and I will laugh. Don't tap. A thief. People did stuff and got what they got. Quit tapping on my wall. Never you type that again. As long as I live, I'm going to teach what works. What works is what I will teach. A lot of pastors know this thing I'm teaching here, but they don't want you to look at them funny. It's so funny that they discuss this thing. They talk with their co-pastors about this thing behind the scene, and they won't tell them, please come and raise offering in my church. No, they don't do that. But somehow, from what they discussed, some of them come and they start talking about giving. The same thing our pastors cannot talk about. It's not like they don't know it, but they don't want you to look at them funny. But for how long are we going to deceive ourselves? For how long? We need to look at each other's faces and tell ourselves the bitter truth. Everyone that gives receives. That's the parable. Jesus said, he told a particular man who came to Jesus and said, Master, I've fulfilled all the law, I've done everything right. What must I do to be saved? Jesus did not argue with him that he has not done everything right. It means he is correct. It means he wasn't lying. Because if he was, you couldn't lie to Jesus. If he was lying, Jesus would have told him, "Guys, shut up, you lying. You've not done this. You've not prayed. You've not fasted. You've not did this. You've not read the word. You've not spoken in tongues and all of that." But he did all those things except one. Which one was lacking? Jesus told him, "Go and sell your things and give." Till today, go and read the Bible. Till today, the guy did not do it. He departed sorrowfully. That's what we saw. And that's a picture of 80% of human beings on earth. That's our general picture. That is why till Jesus comes, the rich will be more than the poor. There is no way. There is no way. All of us, God will bless us this year. Everybody says amen. Sure, big time lie. The percentage is 80-20. And I don't even trust that 80. I mean that 20. It's looking like 90-10 to me. The ratio of people who hear instruction on what to do. See, when God is telling you to give something, just know that's the first step to your breakthrough. Just know that's the first step to your miracle. That's the first step. Anyway, don't let me say God does not tell some people. God tells everybody. But when God is hammering to you, this particular day, do this, do that, just know that He's not here to collect anything from you. He just wants to take you to another level. He wants to bless you. He wants to lift you up. I'm seeing a man that just came on right now. I went to Ogun State for a particular administration. This guy was the guy that picked me round. He picked me, was dropping me. His car spoiled at a particular place. I went to his house. He gave me food. He did everything. I was just laughing. They've been married for a while, no child. I was just laughing. I knew by what he did for me. I don't even need to pray. Though I prayed, but by what he did for me. I saw my angels. I know they were bringing child to that house. His wife is almost giving birth now. What are you saying? What are you saying? Imagine God told him. He's the one that obeyed that voice on his own. Imagine I came and God told him, do this stuff, and he did not do it. I swear down, till now they will still be barren. Till now, as I speak to you. I'm not boasting, but these are principles that has worked over time. It's not you and those people ganging around, the greedy, selfish ones ganging around, telling you sowing is pastor gimmicks to make money. Really? See, let me tell you some things about pastors. Bishop Depo is a businessman. Do you think it's your offering he's waiting for? Have you ever seen a Winners Chapel church that they started a Winners Chapel and they are leveling everybody? Okoni, bring 20 blocks. Obini, bring 50 blocks. Odo, bring 100 blocks. Have you ever seen it before? They build their church without disturbing anybody. What are you saying? Does it happen everywhere? And some of those churches, they don't levy anybody. They have ways God bless them. Don't try to look at it. Don't try to reason it out. Don't try it. Those are things we can't explain the source of wealth of men of God. God brings wealth. God can touch a Muslim to go and give them strange money. You've not seen things. So my pastor was telling us how he came to Abuja and pastors ganged up against him. And how a particular man was in the midst of where they were speaking against him. He just came to Abuja fresh. And God told that particular guy, that particular man, I don't know him, go and give this pastor 40 million naira. As far back as almost 8 years ago. Do you know what 40M is 8 years ago? That was how he started ministry in a big way in Abuja. Do you know the day you gather offering to get 40 million? It's not your offering. It's not your offering. Do you know what it takes to run a church? To pay bills, to run NEPA lights, to rent chairs, to pay instrumentalists, to buy instruments. Do you know what it takes? All the tithe in the church and the offering, all those 20 naira you used to gather, cannot do those things, cannot run the church. So if you see a blessed pastor, shut up your mouth. His sort of blessing is not congregational. Let me just tell you the truth. They may not tell you. It's not congregational. Angels bring money to them. If I tell you what happened to me in this week alone, some of us in our group, I showed some of us what happened. I show some people, I just flash them what is happening. So when you see me doing great things tomorrow, don't say, they used to give him now. They used to sow to him. Also, people will even say, he's selling land to us. Your land money. I'm sorry. Strange wealth are from God. Only from God. God can bring some money that will shock you. So I'm just letting you know some of these things so you will not think pastors are gathering money. They won't be able to tell you. But I'm telling you the truth. I've tasted it a little bit. Their source of money is not from you. It's not from you. They are spending their time, their day for you to grow. It's not you that will make them rich. It's God. God does not know how to say thank you to one generation. When God says thank you, it's spilling over generations. So see it as your own opportunity to be blessed. Stop calculating, bringing a calculator. If I gave him 10K, this one gave you 5K. If we contribute, if everybody who church capacity of 10,000, imagine they give 1,000 as offering. You know those stupid statistics that the devil teach you to do. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself. People will say they don't have. So 200 naira credit. And you check their hair. They are carrying like 15K hair. I just laugh. I'm not telling you to go and see. I'm that kind of person. I told God, before I start talking like this, I need money. I need money because I don't send you. I don't send anyone. I want to look into your eye and tell you the truth. So that you won't think I need money. I don't need money. I don't need money. I don't need your money. I'm teaching you what will take you from one level to another. A lot of people have met me, and I will tell them, everything you sow this week, go and put it in your offering bowl in your church and dance. So I will have said, bring it to me. Come on, man. Except God led you, come and give. Fine. I will even send you my account number. That one is cool. But for you to just sit down and think what works is prayer alone. It is cheap to pray. Anybody can pray. You even love prayer because it is cheap to pray. If one prayer point turns to 12,000 naira per prayer point, you will not say prayer is the key again. Okay? You will say fasting is the key. I know you. I know you well. You say fasting is the key. Come on. They're saying prayer is the key because it's cheap. They don't collect money to pray. Anything you see the devil doing, he learned it from God. He learned it from God. You will never go to a shrine, enter the shrine. The first thing they will tell you is bring out something from your sweat. Speak to it and drop it down. Money is a spirit. It initiates the communication into your spirit. They will never be able to access your information, your database by the spirit without that sweat, without that money. Immediately you drop it on that evil altar. On the spot, they travel in the realm of the spirit and they see all about you. Trust me. Trust me. It works for me as well. When people sow to me and I open their message and I begin to read, and I will just be seeing things. That's how devil operates. That's how devil operates. That's why it's very easy for me to prophesy to you. I'm not saying it's for sale or anything. But when you learn to exact the prophet, when you learn to exact the spirit upon a man, that thing leaps from inside him. He leaps, and your page opens, and anything he says at that moment, now I'm gathering all the God I have in this world to tell you this, because it's what nobody wants to say, so that they won't think they are commercializing the gospel. You know, devil is a very smart guy. He has brought out a lot of theosophies so that to counter what works. How do I mean? Devil will rather prefer you to pray than so. Devil will rather prefer you to pray, to fast, than so. Why? Because he knows. He's been around for a while. He has seen generations of human race come and go. He has seen ages of Homo sapiens pass this platform of mortality, die and go. He knows our weakness. Our weakness is greed. So he knows what we like. We like free things. We like a wolf. Prayer is a wolf, as far as I know. He wants you to pray till you die and nothing happens to your life. This is what he does. He knows, guys, he knows that we can pray amiss. 80% of our prayer, we are praying it amiss, except you are led by the Spirit. So he is so sure that the probability that you are praying right is very, very low. It's very low. It's 1 to 5. It's ratio 1 to 5 that you are praying right. They are not praying amiss, is 1 to 5. So he would rather leave you to do something that you are doing amiss. It's very comfortable to leave you to pray amiss than to do what you can never do amiss. I've never seen a human being on earth that gave amiss. You can't give amiss. You can't sow amiss. There are some sowings I do. I don't pray again. I will just go and sleep. If you see my prayer life, you will laugh. If you come to my house, you'll be thinking you'll be hearing da 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 in the night. For I sleep. I sleep, sir. I sleep all night. Except God prompts me in the night. August, I wake up. Let's talk now. That's when I wake up. I sleep very well. I don't pray like you. My results are crazy. It can humble any human being on earth. Let them form is no big deal. I know in their mind it's very humbling. Yeah, I'm a very meek man. Yeah, but I know my results are humbling. Tell any human being, they will open mouth. It's not common anywhere. This can only be a dimension from God. Only be a dimension from God. So what am I trying to say? Devil will rather you pray than sow or give. Why? Because he knows you can pray amiss, but you can never give amiss. Let me repeat that. Devil would rather prefer you to pray than to give. Why? Because he knows you can pray amiss, but you can never give amiss. I'll repeat that again. Devil would rather prefer you to pray than to give and sow. Why? Because he knows you can pray amiss, but you can never give amiss. I did use of word conference last year. We got about 77,000 thereabouts. I did some some honorarium. I bought things for people that taught us on that platform and all of that. So it remains like 50,000. And God told me, carry this particular money, go and give a prophet in Kubwa there. And I dressed up. I told them I gave the money to my wife. Let me change it to mint. You know, I'm a very strange guy. This is what I do. I try to do what no human do. You know, we are too much on earth. 7.8 billion people. What am I going to do that will stand out in everybody? I don't give my mentors dirty money. I will walk into the bank, tip them, beg them, please get me mint. You know, because I want them to spend it. Big men like new money. Everybody likes new money. That's the way new money smells. It smells like heaven. So I get new money. I got new money, 50,000 naira, and I went to that prophet Iginla in Kubwa. Only one word he said. I spent more than 30 minutes rehearsing what I would say. He cut me short. Only one word he said, breakthrough. Last year, around June or July. One word he said, breakthrough. He collected the 50K, and I was feeling cheated. I was feeling stupid. I was feeling like a stupid guy. That he didn't even allow me to tell him what I want to tell him. Me that rehearsed what I was going to say for 30 minutes. He didn't even give me time to even tell him anything. But one word he said, breakthrough. And I left. After a while, I apologized to God, and I went home happily. It's 365 days, guys. I'm not even returned to go and say thank you. And when I return, you should know that I'm going to do double of what I did. This is how I live, guys. This is how I live. There is no day I don't see money. Today, I sat down trying to work on the central lock of this car, and I was to pay for what my site guys did. I was to pay for what they did on site yesterday, and I just emptied one particular account, sent it to my site guy, and I got there. I saw that I had to repair something inside this car, going to be up to 15K, and I said, "Oh, please, quickly send me back about 17,000 out of the money I sent to you. Please send it back right now." And he sent me back, and he sent it back to me, and God laughed at me that, who sent you to collect that money? Who told you I cannot bring angels to bring exactly that money? No. I pretended he was not talking to me. Guys, it's not up to 30 minutes. One person went to ATM in Kubwa. I've not traced who that person is. The person sent me, I don't want to mention, a particular figure. And about 2 minutes later, another person, asked for my account details. Sir, I want to sow. I sent it to her, and she sent me exactly the complete amount. The complete amount. To complete what the first guy said. Sent it to me. I just shook my head. I'm a giver. You can't. I can do giving for a living. I can stay in this my house. Go nowhere, wear no suit, sit under no AC, give and sit down. It will come back, sir. It will come back. You have to do it consistently. When you give, don't sit down and be waiting that, if this one no work, I know they give another one, a lie. They know they do like that. The next thing after giving is giving. After seed, there's something called time. Because people mistake that thing, they will say seed time and harvest. No, it's not seed time. It's seed, comma, time, comma, then harvest. It means when you sow, you wait before then you see the harvest. But if you are expecting one harvest, which is equal to the proportion of what you sowed first, that's when you wait. But some of us that are expecting bountiful harvest, we do a lot of those sowing, giving. You sow it plenty. You just do it like that. Bah, 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 bah. It's like doing MMM. Plenty of them together. God is not MMM. I'll just use that example. Please don't quote me. So when you do plenty of those things together, by the time the harvest will be coming out, it will just be popping up together. Boop, 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 boop. You know? That's how it is. So when the harvest comes together, it will look like, he's so blessed. It's not like that. It's not about so blessed. We did not give. We are not giving because we have. We have now because we gave. Let me say that again. We didn't give because we have. We have today because we have been givers. I was a very stingy guy. I know. Ask my sisters, they know me well. They know me well more than anyone. I'm the stingiest guy you can. I'm more than raving. I'm very stingy, I know. I can't give you anything. Why? Why should I give you? For what? They will tell us to share meat. I will eat everything and turn it to fight. I'll beat you up if you are rude to me. That's what I was. When I gave my life to Christ, that was part of the first set of things I learned. That was the first set of things I learned. I learned to give. I learned to give. And everything you see in my life today, I can connect it back. I can route it to giving. I can help you trace it, how I landed here. I spent all my life wanting to do masters abroad. I did everything I could do to go abroad. Everything did not work. I went to do TOEFL exam, test of English as foreign language in Kaduna. Inside the exam hall, my system shut down. And when your system shut down like that, you restart it. All what you have done has gone. I failed that exam. I couldn't go home to tell my dad what happened. So I lost that admission. I lost everything. I came back home dejected, unhappy, frustrated because I knew I was not going to be happy if I didn't go out of the country. What did I do? I was sewing that time. I learned tailoring. I was sewing. There's a particular job I did for Reverend Mrs. Oset in Ilorin. Go and ask her. She's my mother. Reverend Oset in Ilorin. She wrote a check for me, 18,000 naira check. That was the first money I collected. When I cashed that check, I got to my room. I flung it off, and I laid on the bed. All the money scattered on me. To me, it was like, that's my breakthrough money. I went to buy DVD home theater with it, and my God, when I allowed that thing to like volume 6 or 8, the whole house is shaking. DVD just came out that time. There was no fake home theater. LG. Come on, guys. From the day I was buying it, God told me, this thing you are buying is not for you. No, come on. How will you tell me that? I pretended I did not hear, guys. I pretended God wasn't speaking to me. After a while, after 2 days, I began to lose my peace. I began to lose my peace. So I was reading a book they gave me from Bauchi, where I did my NYSC. God is all you need to have all your needs met by Bishop Oyedepo. And I got to a place, the man of God was talking about giving in that book. And I shut it. Till today, I've not finished reading that book. At that point, I closed it. I kept it down. I put the DVD back into the package, just day 3. I put the phone back, I put the receipt back, covered it, I sealed it. I said, no, if I perish, I perish. I'm going to do this. And on Sunday, I wore a suit, put the DVD on my head, and I was in a taxi heading for Koza Ilorin that time, you know. And I remember that it was a funny day. The taxi, I chartered the taxi. The taxi that took me from Atiku Adewale to Wonderland Gardens. On the road, he said something funny. He said, but Emma Binu Vedakun. Emma Binu. Bobo Nyanya Adewale Tatimon. Any resource can loan. Ah. Atibita Timbo, any resource can loan. Atibita Timon. Just in a lane, Lolatibel. I can never forget that conversation. I had to tell him that, Baba, I'm going to say, if you say, "Kill that war, if you want to go, Bismillah, Rabbi Rahim, Alhamdulillah, Rabbi Alahim, Maliki Yawmidim," you know, we don't recite things here. That was how I just left him and I entered the church. I carried the DVD on my head. Straight, I went to the, you know, his church office and I dropped it. After the service, the pastor sent for me and he asked, he needed to clarify. He said, is this for the church or is for the pastor? And I said, it's for the pastor. And he said, let's pray. And he prayed for me. Guys. As he was praying for me, my phone was ringing in my pocket. As he was praying, my phone was ringing in my pocket. I had to cancel the call. After the prayer, I came out, I answered it. The call persisted. It was my friend in the lorry. He called me. He said, Shegun, there's something I need to tell you now. I said, what is it? Let's wait till Monday. Tomorrow is Monday. He said, no, we have to see today. What is it? Tell me. Guess what? This is my friend in UK I used to talk about. He came home for wedding that time. He came home for wedding and he gave some of these our guys information of how he got to London. He gave it to them. I wanted to go for that wedding. He told me about it. But somehow, I was washing clothes that day. I did not remember it was his wedding at all. Devil is very stupid. I never remember it was his wedding. So what he told them is what my guy called me and told me about. He told me about it. He gave me all the information, guys. The following week, I started acting on those information he gave me. The person I was calling me inside the prayer when I gave, I started acting on the information. Did what I needed to do. Called the agent in in Lagos. Before you know it, I went to Lagos. Guys, under 3 weeks after that day, under 3 weeks, somehow, I just got my student visa to United Kingdom. None of my lineage ever had a master's degree from abroad. That's how I landed in London, guys. Giving. We got married in 2012. We had no child. You know, when pressures begin to build, you know that you really know your in-laws that love you then. You need to wait until you get married and you don't give them chance. They will check on you like, you know, when people are greeting you and they are looking at your tummy. Their eyes is looking at another direction. That began to happen to my wife and me. I didn't even want a child very early. I wanted 1 year to play around, you know, before we started nursing big belly. But we just had to do. When the thing was building up, my wife was getting very worried. I thought that when I'm set, I know what to do. You know, giving is when you practice a lot that's worked for you and you can replicate, it means you understand it. Anything you cannot replicate or repeat the process, you don't understand it. You can claim, you can form, you can claim you know scripture, but anything you cannot duplicate or replicate at any time, you don't understand it. I understand giving. I told my wife, when I'm set, you will see. And when I was truly set, we looked for 100K. He didn't ask for it. We just went to Koza, met PB. Sir, this one after 12 days of glory, 2012. Sir, no, 2014. Sir, take this thing. I've been trusting God for a child. I've done everything I could do. You know, as anointed as I am, I didn't believe I can try everything and it will not work. You know, there are some answers that are not in your hand, though. You don't know. There are some answers in your own life. You may be a pastor listening to me. There are some answers in your own hand. God will never give to you as a person. He will use you to bless others, but He will not give you until you understand this thing I'm telling you. To go and meet a higher order to pray for you. And you will not go empty-handed. If you went empty-handed, you will return empty-handed. That's what I did. I gave PB. I think we met him in January after 12 days of glory. February went, nothing happened. We worshipped. We trusted the word of God. March did not pass. My wife got pregnant in March. We gave back to NYU 24th of December, year 2014 or 13? I don't know. 13. And mommy's birthday is 23rd December, thereabouts. Yes? Is it 23rd? Yes. We gave back to NYU 24th December. Guys, I can go on and on. Giving is my life. Giving is my life. The day we started Upper Room Estate was the first day I took that young boy, Abdul Zakari, to his school. I paid his school fees. His mom just came here last week or this week, kneeling down, thanking me that, they don't know where this guy is bringing money from. He just said he has found a friend. He's calling me a friend. That's small boy is calling me a friend. He has found a friend paying his school fees. And it's because of the way I relate to him. My own life is simple. I'm not ready to be inaccessible. He has found a friend paying his fees. And they had to come and check, who is this person? The day I took him to go and pay his school fees, that was the day we started Upper Room Estate. And I went to buy one plot of land. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. The very day again, that was 2 weeks last week thereabout, I started secondary school. I went to pay almost 20-something K for his school fees. That was the day, the evening was the day I came home, and I came home with 2 cars. It was like, am I dreaming? It was like joke, and all jokes turned to reality. Let me show you the second car. That's the second car. Can you see? Still covered. I don't even have God to open it. See. That's the second car. It's a beast. I don't even want to show you yet. See the one I was using before. That's the Infinity. I'm inside the Camry now. As I'm talking to you, 3 cars are in front of my house. What am I going to do with 3 cars? And I'm still expecting a Tundra. If you think it's all your seed, I used to buy it. They dear. I can't show you how God bless me. How God bless me is a mystery. If I tell you, your head will spin. You have to get to this level. See, time will come, you will spend money. You will be thinking, what next should I do with money? But for now, don't try to wear Gucci. Don't try to impress anybody. Gather everything you do. Sink it, plant them. See, giving is like cocoa. You know what cocoa is? Cocoa is not like beans that you plant now and harvest it in 3 months. If you don't plant cocoa on time, you will not live to eat, the chocolate from it. Trust me. If you don't plant cocoa on time, you are not likely to eat out of it. I'm rounding off because it's getting dark. Let me just round up by saying this one in closing. Cain started the concept of giving on earth and sowing. Sacrifice. Cain. That's the first child of Adam. Nobody told him. He just woke up one day. He said he wanted to sacrifice. He gathered what he could gather. He gathered some vegetables, this, that. God is someone we cannot ask. Why are you doing what you are doing? You can't question God. That's just one thing about God. Nobody told him. And it's a very right intention, for crying out loud. He just wanted to give to God. How is it trouble? Why should he be in trouble for wanting to give God things? He said he wanted to give. And his brother saw what he was giving. He said, so there's something like giving. That guy went to prepare his own. He did it in a special way, just like JDB does. I will go and If you are giving 50k and I'm giving 50k, and I go and get my own in mint, I pack it very well, write a small honor note. They did almost the same thing, but the way he packaged his own, he gave God the best of the best. God accepted Abel's own and did not accept Cain's own, for crying out loud. Who started it? Who started it? It was Cain, for crying out loud. Why will God reject his own? So I'm trying to say, what you give is also as important as your heart of giving. Don't be giving 15 naira airtime and you have maybe 50k in your in your bank account. I'm not telling you to go and empty your bank account. If you do it to test, I'll just spend your money. If you see nothing, don't hold me. You have to believe in what you are doing. And I'm trying to say now that what you give is as important as your heart of giving. Because what Cain gave landed him to be a vagabond on earth. Very pathetic story. Every time I read about that story, I just shake head. I feel like crying for that guy. Imagine you started something. Somebody learned it from you, did it better than you. God accepted him and rejected you and turned you to a vagabond. How will you feel? And you are trying to blame Cain that he killed Abraham. Why will he kill Abraham? No, it's not fair. It's just not fair. Just not fair. You can do worse than that. You can do worse than that. You can kill Abel if it was you, because he didn't kill Abel because he was wicked. If Cain was wicked, guys, he would never have given to God. Some of you are more wicked than Cain. He started that giving, but it's just that his brother did better than him. God accepted his own, rejected Cain's own. Why is he not going to be angry? If it was you, you will be angry. Come on, guys. So I came here to challenge you. Of all my kingdom keys, I can tell you this one. This one thing I know. It works like jazz. It works better than anything. If you can learn this one, guys, your life is made. If you can learn this one. I gave like I was going to die. How can a man be indebted with 4 million? You know, I've been telling you, I was 1 million indebted. And if you can't, this giving I did last year, I sold 140k to my boss site. Now I keep saying, if it's a lie, if you keep saying something and it's not true, one day my boss will pop up and say, "Oh, Gasa, stop lying to these people. Where did you give 140k?" He will have come up one day and turn me and turn what I'm saying down. But since he was silent about it, you should know that it's true. I'm not trying to take glory. I'm not trying to boast. God sees my heart. I'm trying to teach you stuff. I sold into that real estate project, into that real estate site, and what happened? We were using a particular caterpillar to grade that place, and the guy was not doing well. The machine was malfunctioning, and we saw a payloader person, and I sent the site manager to call the payloader. We spoke to him. "What are you doing? Can you help us in this place? It's a mighty payloader. The tire is taller than me." And he said he was going to take 100,000. And on the spot, I transferred 100,000 out of the money that I lost. I transferred 100,000 to him. And the balance of that other nonsense machine that was not working well was 40k. I sent it to him and dispatched him. My boss came, he saw payloader on site. He was shocked. "How did he come here?" I said, "Boss, don't worry. We got something that will work more efficient and do this thing fast." I'm not a stupid guy. I'm not trying to impress with giving. It's not like I have money. But I know beyond all doubt that one day, that's not going to be very long, I will be controlling empires. I know I'll be in charge of territories. Those things will not happen alone by prayer. I needed to lay something down. If I've never laid anything down, I'm a thief. I'm a robber for trying to pick it up. I'm a thief. So I laid something down. So I had to lay it down. Anything you can never walk away from, you'll never walk into it, guys. Today, I'm in control of 52 hectares. You know what 52 hectares is? 12 hectares is in Kantampe. I'm not even ready I've not even finished the document of that one. I'm not ready to even talk about it yet. One plot in Kantampe is 25 million. Do you know what 12 hectares is? 1 hectare is 10 plots. So imagine 12 hectares. Multiply 1 plot by 25 million. And you are telling me, I think it's your giving making me to buy cars. You don't know what you are saying. God can give you wealth because of giving. What is 140k compared to what I have? What is 140k compared to what I have today? The day you learn this thing, me, I'm not here to teach you prayer. I'm sorry, just very sorry. It's not my style. I'm not saying it's not working. Some people, every pastor, they run with a message that works for them. So, if it didn't work for me, and it worked for Pastor Lukoya, I'm happy for him. He's permitted to teach what worked for him. But this is what worked for me. And I checked the Bible and found out that that's the most important tool in the kingdom. God made the whole earth, made us. Devil stole everyone from Garden of Eden. Devil stole us. God did not just confess like, let there be man, and man existed. He did not say, man, return to me, and man return to him. God knew if he tried it, he's just going to be wasting his time like some of you pray. You know, I'm saying it. God did not pray for us to return to him. He had to give. If God had to give, if God had to sow a whole God, God had to kill a God to have human. If divinity had to kill divinity to have humanity, who told you guys? How did you know? Who told you are going to skip that law? You are wasting your time. There are some people I cannot watch out for. All this pray for me. I've gotten to that stage now. I will just read your mail, pray for me. I will just leave you there. Because I know even if I'm praying for you, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. If you don't learn the way I do operate my things, if you like, sit with my post and be saying amen 5 million times in your privacy, I'm sorry. Everybody that had testimony, go and trace them back. When I try to read our previous messages, I try to scroll down, read our previous messages, I found out that these are guys that have sown before. So, what I have, I give unto you. I can go on and on. I can talk on giving for 24 hours and not stop. I can, yes I can. By the Spirit, I understand what works. This is it. This is it. Don't joke with it. Before you die, God is going to be demanding something that will make you feel like you're going to die. God is going to be demanding it from you. That woman, that widow of Zarephath, that last thing you had, that most important thing, it may be your car, it may be your house one day. My friend, that is the third man in Procter & Gamble, the regional supervisor of Africa. He told me he will give his room to the PA of Apostle Johnson Suleiman. What did he call you? Pastor, is it Fidelis? Yes. He said first Pastor Fidelis. He said we'll give him his house to go and live there. You go and give him his house to live here. Give there, and he will be inside the room. Be inside the sitting room and give him the room to live. He said one day, many years ago after he graduated, Pastor Suleiman came into that room. Came into the house. Apostle Suleiman in Benin, he came into that room before he has blown like this. He blew up like this. And he said, you, this young man, he was expecting someone big. Is this small you doing this thing that my PA is talking to me about? He said he should kneel down. He knelt down past Apostle Suleiman, put two hands on him, and prophesied on him that white men will struggle to employ you. They will be fighting to employ you. I don't even know. This guy was not even a good guy in class. He was just an average guy in class. Do you know what P&G is? Procter & Gamble. He was telling me how that his credit card alone, for him to just move around, do stuff, not salary, credit card alone, they credit it with 6 million naira every 4 weeks. That if he doesn't spend it at all, they will tell him to empty it because they want to put another one there. 6 million naira in credit card. As I speak to you, is in Tanzania, guys. You know, these are crazy things. I sat with giants and I found out that secret is giving. They can tell you, when you ask them, what are you doing? They will tell you it's God, though. It's God, though. Don't believe. This is what they do, guys. If you know you don't want to end up a mere man on earth, you have to up your game. You have to think about these things. You have to ruminate and know that life is not for the lethargic. It's for those that go for things. Those that are ready to sacrifice. Our life is present your body a living sacrifice. Your whole body, everything you have is supposed to be a sacrifice. You are a parable of sacrifice. You are supposed to release everything you have for God. That's the only way you can prove that you love God. Outside that, all you are doing is just a waste of time. You are just wasting your time, trust me. Time is going. Check time. Some of you are getting close to 40. Some of you are getting close to 35. Some of you are... You can sow and you get anything. Anything. God can give your body... He can give your seed another body. It's crazy, guys. Learn these things. Learn these things. Of all that Jesus began both to do and to teach, I teach you from the bottom of my heart what works. If I do this thing to make money from you, God sees my heart. All your seed that you give me, all your seed, I give people. All the recharge that you send to me, I give people. I'm in that stage now, I can't even load it again. If you are not sending it directly, VTU on my phone, that's the only one that I use. Other ones, I just carry it like that, give somebody. All the money you send to me, I send it to people. My friend that came to see me in the hotel room, I wrote a check of 15,000 naira for him. There is no human being that see me that I don't give them money. That's how I live my own life. It's not possible. So all the things you give me, I give people. It's not what is making me rich. I give people back. It's just for you to learn. Give me 100K today. Come and ask for me. Ask for it for me tomorrow. I'm giving it out. How much do I want to spend in a day? How much do I need? How much do I need? Is it easy? This that Infinity, I just bought it this year. I know how much that car is cost. The Tokumbo of that car is 2.7 million naira. It's not one kind of car, just all those Toyota you see on the street. 2.7 million naira car I gave one man. It's not easy. You think a greedy man can never live where he is. The day I gave him, God told me, I'm giving you this car. And that's what's in my house now. I've not even opened it. That's what will I do to it? I don't know how else I can teach you this thing, but this is the only thing I can say for now. That is your strength. I appreciate you for coming on. I'm very passionate about what works. If it doesn't work, I'll tell you it doesn't work. But so far it works, I'm going to teach it. My name is Olusegun Daniels. I call myself Jesus Donkey Boy because I'm that donkey Jesus rode to Jerusalem and people were laying clothes on the floor for him. That donkey is a stupid donkey to think it was him they were laying clothes on the floor for. Everything I am is by the grace of God. It's by giving and it's by sowing. If it were by prayer, I will tell you. I wanted to go to Ghana, lock up for 30 days and pray and fast because I knew abundance was coming. I have done so much giving in my life and it was like I'm not seeing the result. See, God will delay this result of giving for a little while just to test your heart if you will not miss you unto Him. God is going to test your heart to see if you will not miss you unto Him. To test your heart and probe you to see if you came for the result alone. I consistently give because I love God, not because I want anything back. Don't give because you want things back. Don't love things and use God. You need to don't love things and use God. You need to love God and use things. If you reverse it, God knows. He's a spirit. He searches deep things. He searches things of the heart. Before you die, be ready to give out your car. Before you die, build house for one man of God. Before you die, empty your account. I'm not talking about those recharge cards, 100 naira. Some people can give now because it's 100 naira. When God moves you to 1 million, can you give 1 million? So, where you will climax in life is that one that you can give. Is that peak you can give. So it's easy to give for some people to give because it's 200 recharge card. When God tests you with 1 million naira, can you give 500,000? If you can't, that is the point you will stop. All your results will never pass the realm of 200k. They will never pass the realm of 200 naira. Some pastors can't teach what I teach. That's why I like my own platform. Because if you thought like this, some people are not coming to church tomorrow. I don't have a church. Don't come tomorrow. I don't have a church. So I'm bold to say this one. I don't have church. And I'm proud of it. So I don't have anything to lose. I don't have anything to gain by telling you. Don't Don't come to church if you like. I don't have a church. But what works, I will tell you. And your heart is bearing you witness. I'm sent to tell you the secret of giants. The day you get it is your day of liberty. So if you are on fast, 40 days fasting, please break today. Wash your face, eat, and understand this one. Your life will not remain the same. Of the things Jesus began both to do and to teach. Don't be a pastor that is teaching giving and you are not giving. Your members will not give. These things are spiritually picked. They are spiritual permutations. They are spiritual matrices that works by programming. By what you do, you are naturally writing a programming language by what you do. You don't have to be there. It's self-operating. When you do it and walk away, it is self-operating. You'll be shocked. There's a magnetic field on earth. It is physical and it is invisible. It is intangible in the science world. The same thing in the spiritual world. It operates like that. You will just magnetize things that you have released. This is it. I gave her a car. I got a car. And I'm expecting a Tundra. The meeting I went for in Ilorin, the meeting of directors, how I became a board director in a microfinance bank is crazy. They just upgraded secretary to director. He signed some memorandum, did some things, guys. I'm a director in a bank. They are giving us cars. Cars? What will I do with car? They are giving us a chair over care. I should not say it, but you will see me with another care. Don't think it's your money. These are blessings of God. God can lead you to prosper, guys. I was a broke man last year. I know what I'm saying. I'm very passionate about these things. You need to learn. Time is going. If time wasn't going, I would have left you for a while to try more of your prayers and fasting. But time is going. That's why I'm telling you this. I can know this thing and be quiet, and I will have so much wealth. Everybody likes to have what nobody has, so that they will be the richest among all. But I'm not like that. I want to teach you my secrets, teach you what I do. My pride is for me to teach you stuff, and it's working for me. It's working for you. You are able to confirm that I'm not a ritualist. Because if I had gone to Ghana last year and returned like this, my wife till today will not believe that I didn't go to consult an oracle. I didn't go to do a black magic. I didn't go to kill somebody for money and came home like this. That's why God did not allow me to go. I tried to gather money. I did not get money to travel to Ghana. But right inside my room, all the seed, all the giving I've done, everything started popping out. God opened doors and I was shocked. Your seed time is different from your harvest. Where you give and you are waiting for harvest before you give another one. Trust me, it's just one harvest you will get from that one giving you did. But if you are the type like me who want bountiful harvest, I'll do it plenty. It's like gathering knockouts, like 500,000 knockouts, and lit everything together. That thing can bomb a city. That's what happened to me, that all of you are shouting, thinking I'm not a normal man. How will one man have 3 cars in 1 year that people are saying there is no food, the country is hard? I don't know the meaning of hard though. I spend money every day. Now, the car I take now depends on where I'm going. And it's sweet to sound like this, especially if you were broke last year. I'm not talking about 10 years ago, I'm talking about last year. Some people, God, among all of you looking at me, God is going to do exactly what He did for me for somebody. I'm not praying, don't say amen, because I know you start typing amen now. Don't type any amen. God is going to do what He did for me for somebody to prove that what I'm saying is not a lie. You can always confirm that I'm not lying. Just listen to me and try to trace my step. Do exactly the things I did. You'll be shocked. I'm an agriculturist. I study agriculture. How did I land in real estate? It has no link whatsoever. God tapped me one day, guy, you have sown, I want to reward you. Open real estate company. And the rest is story. Guys, let me leave you. It's dark already. I see a lot of people online. I don't announce when I'll be online. I just do it by the Spirit. And I thank you that you connect to me. God bless you. God increase you. Said Samuel. I can see a lot of people. I can't even mention you now. So much people. So much. Thank you so much. Let me just wave you and leave you here. God is your strength in Jesus' name. This thing is no respecter of location. Don't be in US, Canada, UK be looking at me like, one low Nigeria, not TV license. I've not paid TV license, I have tax to pay. I'll be sewing up and down. Sewing is irrespective of location. If you don't do it, you're not getting nothing. Nothing you will get. Nothing you will get. If God is leading you to sow to Apostle Selman, and you are looking at Apostle Selman, he's not a married man, what will he do with money? You want to give Bishop Oyedebo, you will get nothing. Some people do it to me. God told somebody she told me by herself in Canada that God told her to sow to me. When the money came, we prayed for her at that time. She got the job, her husband got the job. She went to put it in her church, and she's coming to me for prayer. I did not go to Apostle Selman. So to Apostle Selman, I went to meet Apostle Arome Osai. That you should pray for me. Don't be stupid in the kingdom. In this kingdom, you don't be stupid. Don't say it's the same God. I did not sow to Apostle Selman. I went to meet PB to pray for me. What nonsense is that? You need to learn common sense too in the kingdom. Some of us are stupid and we think we know Bible. Sorry, I'm not trying to insult you. It's just that some things that, there's such a word in the Bible as foolishness. Are just foolish things people do. You need to renew our mind. Do what works. Time is going. Don't waste time. Your kids will start asking you critical questions because they go to school, they see the cars, the other parents used to come and pick them in school, and you are there quoting scripture saying it's not time yet. Let the concept of time not deceive you guys. The time is now. It's you that is permitted to make your own life successful. It's your job. God feeds every bird, but He doesn't put it in their nest. That's my final word. It's your duty. It's absolutely your duty to make your life worthwhile. God is your strength. Bye.